The UK energy sector has a global reputation for reliability, but with the economy and the population growing, the demand for energy is increasing. Well, to keep the supply reliable, we all have a responsibility to use energy efficiently. ICT giant CGI is working with the energy sector to help consumers make the most of their consumption.
We all take energy for granted, but we're also quick to complain about the size of our utility bills. Surprisingly, most of our European neighbours pay more per unit for their electricity and gas, but are often spending less. So what's going on?
Whilst we have some of the lowest unit energy rates, we do have some of the highest bills. And that equation says we're actually using more to do the same than other countries.
So could a smart meter, a device that monitors our energy usage, help us to cut our bills and use energy more efficiently?
So smart meters will provide consumers with information on how they're using energy much more immediately, helping them to make choices around when they use energy. But the data from smart meters will also be going back to their energy suppliers, and energy suppliers will be able to begin to offer them new tariffs that will reward the consumer for changing how much and when they use energy.
A company with more than 30 years' experience in the utility sector is working in partnership with clients to develop the infrastructure supporting smart meter technology.
CGI has actively been involved in the smart market since, well, it's a decade now, since the UK decided it was going to go smart. So we write the software that talks to the meters to gather the meter readings and then pass them on to the energy companies. We spend a lot of time working with the government actually in order to be at the front of thinking about what's happening in the sector. Our staff are a mixture of people from the industry. We see smart meters as the beginning of the journey, not the end. I mean, people's household appliances will become smart. The meter ultimately will talk to your home in many different ways. First steps is to get the Essential Smart programme in place, which is what we're working on.
Looking towards a smarter future, CGI is an important contributor to Low Carbon London. It's an initiative providing research on how low-carbon technologies such as electric cars and heat pumps will affect the sustainability of our energy supplies.
It covers not just technology trials, but it goes right through to looking at the consumer, how they react to low-carbon technologies, how they react to some of the price signals. It's looking at the impact that low-carbon technologies have on the design and how the energy networks will operate in the future.
Customers taking part in the trial receive messages telling them when energy will be cheaper. Despite the prospect of a lower carbon future and cheaper bills, some are wary of surrendering more of their personal data.
Energy suppliers are very much in the news at the moment. There's been allegations of profiteering. For the consumer at home, well, there's a bit of a sour taste in the mouth, and suddenly on the horizon there's new technology which some might see as an invasion of privacy. So why would people trust it?
Well, first and foremost, it's probably worth saying that the Big Six have welcomed the CMA referral, but specifically in terms of the technology, there's a lot of work gone into making sure that the technology is secure and who has the ability to access the data and the information. The reality is consumer trust will be built over time.
And that trust, it's thought, will be strengthened by smaller bills landing on our doormats. By 2020, it's predicted we'll all be using our energy supplies in a much smarter way.